fake economy mindfuck continues with record profits and massive losses. Fake war on terror, conviction for fake terror acts that never took place. Fake global warming protests at Heathrow failed to stop mass extinctions on Earth. Welcome to the fucking news. I'm freshly baked. Here are the headlines tonight. News organizations of the world peddled the fake drama of the fake economy this week as a small number of banking families extracted billions of dollars of wealth from the world's stock markets. The poorly educated landless peasant fucks of Earth gasped in horror as they were programmed by the complicit fascist media to believe something terrible was wrong with the economy. Something awful that nobody could stop, that nobody was responsible for, and definitely nobody was profiting from, by laying off their bets 10 years ago whilst overlending money so they could repossess your property. No, nobody was doing that. Like a cheap showground hustler with 3 shells and a pea, suckers and marks were fleeced of their wealth with sleight of hand and primitive trickery. Hey, did you think your money was safe in real estate? Oh, sorry, you lose. Let's have another shot. Maybe it's under the hedge fund P. Nope, oh, you lose again. Marvel at the barefaced lies and deceit as cooing analysts speak in hushed tones of possible damage to the long-term economy and the impending devaluation of pensions and savings, whilst simultaneously Exxon post record quarterly profits of 10 billion. Oh yeah, the fake economy is in real danger. Oh no, what will we do? Oh mercy, save us, giant corporations all over Earth. Propped up by a few wealthy banking families who are swimming in cash and profits, we are getting deeper and deeper into debt, ensuring our slavery for years to come. Oh no, it's an economic disaster. Or is it? A spokesperson for one of the wealthy banking families involved in fucking the world over for a buck didn't give this exclusive interview to the fucking news. Hello children, I'm here to tell you how to give me your money. Invest in the stock market. First of all, place your bets. Buy some shares. At which point we'll take a cut. Charge a fee. Then sit back and wait for your money to grow. Or shrink. Either way, when you cash in your chips, sell or exchange your shares, we'll take a cut. When you buy and we take your money, it's called a bull market. And when you sell and we take your money, it's called a bear market. Either way, an evil animal that begins with B and rhymes with wanker will be taking your money. Yes, the economy is in a bad way, especially in America, where the tax peasants of that land can only afford to give their ally Israel 30 billion in military assistance in a deal announced this week. You might have thought that was Israel buying 30 billion in arms, but no, the US is just going to give them the money and a bunch of other evil regimes. Money for guns. The Bush administration said last month it is offering weapons and aid to other countries in the region, including 20 billion for Saudi Arabia, 13 billion for Egypt, and 20 billion to be shared between Qatar, Bahrain, Oman, and the United Arab Emirates. Now that is what I call helping the Middle East peace process. In the imaginary United States of America, the war on imaginary terror claimed a victory over the fake terrorists it pretends to fight across the world, as US citizen Jose Padilla has been found guilty of plotting to kill people overseas and supporting terrorism. 2 co-defendants were also charged with conspiring to murder in Chechnya, Afghanistan, Bosnia, Never Never Land, and somewhere over the rainbow. Padilla was once suspected of, but not charged with, being the wrong man in the wrong face at the wrong time. Instead, they were all convicted of conspiracy to murder, kidnap, maim, conspiracy to provide material support for terrorism, and providing material support for terrorism, and not having any friends in high places who could bail them out of these bogus fucking charges. The chief evidence presented against Padilla was what the prosecution called flimsy circumstantial evidence cooked up while we were torturing a confession out of him. Padilla and others will be sentenced after their appeal is dismissed out of hand. In a totally related story, next time you're at the airport, the behaviour detection officers may be watching you and your body language. Specially trained security personnel are watching body language and facial cues of air passengers for signs of bad intentions. They're called behaviour detection officers. At the heart of the new screening system is a theory that when people need to be arrested and detained, you have to have some kind of reason, or the public will catch on that they live in a Nazi police state where anyone can disappear. Now officers will simply say, "We didn't like the look of them, so we killed them, detained them." In the UK, the climate change protests at Heathrow Airport have been infiltrated by troublemakers. who are quite happy to claim climate change is a distraction from more important environmental issues. The protesters at Heathrow want its planned expansion halted because they say it will contribute to climate change. And as we know from government-funded scientific fiction, research, Earth's climate must not be allowed to change ever, no matter what causes it. Do you hear? Commander Joe Kane from the Metropolitan Police said the mood at the camp had worsened since the troublemakers turned up, and about 1,800 officers are to be deployed on Sunday and Monday to ensure that protesters stay on message, talking shite about carbon footprints and greenhouse gases, while over 50 unique species go extinct every day as a result of deforestation and overfishing. Protesters say the first few days will be taken up with workshops on issues ranging from how to be middle class and appear concerned while really missing the point, to practical training on how to take yourself seriously while ignoring greater issues in favour of bogus irrelevant shite. Air travel makes up 3 to 6% of global emissions of all kinds. Energy and industry account for 60% and cars about 20%. So what the fuck are you doing at the airport? Go home and buy a windmill and shut the fuck up about climate change. If you want to save the world, go to the Amazon and chain yourself to a tree, or get in a boat and stop some overfishing, for fuck's sake, you poorly educated, ineffective protesters. Thanks. And now the weather. The planet's fucked. Total war is on its way, it's your fault, and it's getting worse. Tune in next week to see if doing nothing about it helped.